sparkles with unmatched brilliance, a deep, mysterious blue. Weighing over 45 carats and valued at more than $200 million, the Hope Diamond is one of the most famous gems in the world. But its beauty hides a dark past, one filled with tragedy, misfortune, and the whispers of a deadly curse. This is the true story of the Hope Diamond. Our story begins in 17th century India. In 1666, French gem merchant Jean-Baptiste Tavernier acquired a massive 112-carat blue diamond from the Kolar mine in southern India. It's often claimed that he stole it from the eye of a sacred Hindu idol, an act that supposedly triggered the diamond's curse. But let's be clear, historians say there's no real evidence for that. Tavernier likely bought the gem legally, and despite the rumors, he didn't die a violent death. He lived into his 80s. Still, the legend of the curse had already begun. In 1668, Tavernier sold the diamond to King Louis XIV of France. The king had it recut into a stunning 67-carat stone, now called the French blue. He wore it as part of a royal decoration. Later, it was passed down to Louis XIV and then to Louis XVI and his wife, Marie Antoinette. You might know what happened next. During the French Revolution, both Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette were executed by guillotine. Their deaths added fuel to the curse's reputation, and in 1792 the French blue was stolen from the royal treasury during a massive looting. For over 20 years, it vanished. In 1812, just after the 20-year statute of limitations for the theft expired, a smaller but strikingly similar 45-carat blue diamond appeared in London. This was the Hope Diamond, believed to be the recut version of the stolen French blue. It ended up in the hands of Henry Philip Hope, a wealthy British banker. His name stuck, and the gem has been called the Hope Diamond ever since. But his family didn't escape misfortune. Henry's heirs fell into financial ruin. His great-nephew was forced to sell the diamond to pay debts. The pattern was beginning to form. By the early 20th century, a string of supposed cursed owners appeared. Stories circulated of Russian princes, Turkish sultans, and French jewelers meeting violent ends. One was said to be torn apart by dogs, another shot by revolutionaries. Some stories claimed a jeweler's son died by suicide, and a courier was murdered for the stone. But here's the truth. Many of these stories were invented, likely by journalists and sellers who wanted to increase the gem's mystery and its value. Still, the myth persisted. And then came the most tragic owner of all, Evelyn Walsh McLean. Evelyn was a wealthy American heiress. In 1911, she bought the Hope Diamond from jeweler Pierre Cartier, who cleverly told her of its curse, knowing she loved the idea of owning something so scandalous. Evelyn didn't believe in curses. She wore the diamond constantly, even letting her dog wear it at parties. But tragedy struck her life over and over again. Her son was killed in a car crash at just 9 years old. Her daughter died of a drug overdose. Her husband left her, went insane, and died in a sanitarium. Evelyn herself died in a hospital, nearly bankrupt. Despite it all, she kept the diamond until the very end. After her death in 1947, the diamond was sold to pay off debts. It was purchased by famous New York jeweler Harry Winston, who toured it around the country before donating it in 1958 to the Smithsonian Institution. And how did he send it? By regular U.S. mail, insured for just $1 million. Strangely, the mailman who delivered it reportedly had a series of accidents afterward, a crushed leg, a head injury, and even a house fire. The curse, it seemed, wasn't done yet. Today, the Hope Diamond rests behind bulletproof glass in the Smithsonian's National Museum of Natural History. Millions of visitors see it every year. It's one of the most visited objects in the entire museum. But the curse? There have been no strange deaths or disasters since the diamond entered public hands. Scientists have even uncovered some of its secrets. The diamond glows a fiery red under ultraviolet light, a rare trait caused by traces of boron in its atomic structure. Eerie, yes, but not supernatural. So what do we make of the curse? Most historians agree. The stories of tragedy were exaggerated or entirely invented to sell the diamond and make headlines. Still, many believe that the Hope Diamond's energy is real, that owning something of such immense beauty and power brings more than just fortune. It brings obsession, greed, and often ruin. Maybe that's the real curse. So the next time you see something sparkling in the dark, Remember the Hope Diamond.